Let me pose a question to you. Have you ever observed that those who speak the most about their intentions and plans often achieve the least? We inhabit a society where everyone yearns for validation, likes, and attention. What is the simplest way to gain this acknowledgement? By announcing your goals, ambitions, and plans. When you share your aspirations, you receive applause and praise. People exclaim, "Wow! That is incredible!" However, therein lies the issue. That applause deceives your mind into believing you have already accomplished something, when in truth, you have achieved nothing. You are merely expending your energy, momentum, and desire. What occurs next? Motivation fades away, and actions remain absent. Success is not constructed from words. It is forged in silence. It is created through late nights and early mornings, through efforts that go unnoticed and uncelebrated until the outcomes are evident. Therefore, the next time you feel an urge to reveal your plans, resist it. Keep your intentions to yourself. Allow the anticipation to build, and let the world speculate about your endeavors. When you ultimately arrive at your destination, achieving what you set out to do, it will not be because you spoke about it. It will be because you took action. Do not tell people what you plan to do. Demonstrate it. The first reason to keep your plans private is energy. Your energy is a finite resource. Each time you discuss your ambitions, you release a portion of that energy into the universe. If you share too much, you risk depleting your reserves, leaving you with little to propel your actions. Consider how often you have mentioned an intention to embark on a new venture, only to follow through very little, if at all. This happens because verbalizing your plans provides a false sense of achievement. It gratifies that small part of your mind that craves a sense of progress without any real advancements. The most successful individuals do not squander their energy on talk. They direct it toward actions. They work diligently behind the scenes, enhancing their skills and pushing forward, allowing their results to communicate their success. Next time the urge arises to disclose your grand ambitions, pause. Conserve that energy and utilize it for your work. The second reason to keep your plans to yourself is that others often will not comprehend your vision as you do. If you involve them too soon, they will project their doubts, fears, and insecurities onto you. Share your desire to start a business, and they may caution you that it is a risky endeavor. Mention your intention to change careers, and they might respond, "Are you certain? That sounds challenging." Not out of malice, but because many individuals perceive the world solely through the lens of their own limitations. They cannot envision themselves accomplishing what you aspire to, which leads them to assume you cannot either. If you are not vigilant, you might start to believe their skepticism. Their doubts can plant seeds of hesitation, fear, and second-guessing in your mind. This is why the greatest visionaries and creators operate in silence. They cultivate their dreams in secrecy, treating them as invaluable treasures, knowing that outside opinions can extinguish their ambitions before they even commence. The third reason is momentum. Success relies on small, consistent actions and incremental victories that build over time. However, once you begin to speak about your plans, you interrupt that momentum. It is akin to opening the oven door before a cake is finished baking. Heat escapes, and instead of a masterpiece, you end up with something undercooked. Momentum is a precious force. It drives you forward even during difficult times. Every time you announce your plans or seek validation before completing your work, you risk losing that momentum. Rather than talking, take action. Instead of seeking approval, focus on building. Because when your results eventually speak for themselves, their impact will be undeniable. The most gratifying aspect? You will not need to justify anything. So what should you do instead? Keep your focus on your work. Labor in silence. Allow the world to wonder. And when the moment arrives when you have invested the effort and turned your vision into reality, then let others witness it. Not because you informed them or explained your process, but because you demonstrated your success. That is the defining difference between dreamers and doers. Never share what you plan to do. Just execute it. Ultimately, it is not the words that count, but the results.